wheel first. So make sure it's all the way out, because we have to take this panel off and replace with the new one with display on it. Okay, first let's remove this panel first. So just use one of these plastic removal tools. Pop it open. Here you go. So it's all plastic clips in here, as you can see. Then after that, we remove this panel right here. You don't even need anything to remove. Just pop 1, 2, and then pull it upward. There you go. So there's one clip here, and this will insert down. That's why I told you to remove upward. And that's it. And then we'll remove this part. Okay, for the side panel, there's one plastic clip inside here. So you use one of these tools, or you have a plastic one, you can use a plastic one too. And just take it out. There. So there's one more clip inside. Okay, to remove this panel after that clip came out, so just pull it there, and then pull it up the bottom piece. There's no screw at all, you can just pull it up. That's it. So this whole piece will come out. Let's remove that one panel on the driver's side. Okay, so same thing, we just use one of these tools, pop it open. Then now we should be able to remove this whole dashboard up. Again, it's the same here on the dashboard. There's no screw at all. This is all clips inside. So just try to lift up on the driver's side, like that. Now we just try to lift it on the passenger side. Okay, if you have newest Tesla Model Y, this is Model Y long range 2023 Austin factory. This was delivered in May, like towards the end of May. You would have to unscrew this one screw on each side right here. It should be T20 to unscrew it. Then after you unscrew, then you will be able to lift and remove the dashboard. Make sure you unscrew it first, otherwise if you try to remove without unscrewing it, you might break this wooden part. Same thing, we just hold it right here and then lift it up, then the whole thing will come out. So this is all one piece, the wood and the plastic right here, and then you can remove this whole piece. Now we have to remove this steering wheel column. So there are two plastic clips, one here and one right here. So we are going to use these tools again. Just remove this clip first, the whole clip out. There. That's it. So this whole thing will come out. So make sure you save these two. You have to put these back in again. Now let's remove the steering wheel column. So the trick is try to get it from here first, and then keep moving outward to here. So you just use the plastic removal tools. Make sure it's plastic so it doesn't damage the plastic here. So just try to go in here first on the inside. There, see the inside's open, and there's one clip right here just popped out, as you can see, and there's just one more right here. So it's the same on the top part. Just needs a little help to get this one open. There. So just get in and then twist. Then this one should pop out. Same thing on the other side. There you go. That's it. So this whole steering wheel column will come out. Now you have to swap this part of the OEM steering wheel columns, this one right here, to the new one with the display. So basically just unhook this part and on the side, and just pinch it here and here. There you go. Now just install the same way onto the one with the display from Henshaw, like so, on the side. Now let's go run the wire. Okay, so after you open up all the panels right here, you see this white plug. So this will get the pass-through for the power from this plug, and also will connect to that blue on this side panel right here. Just open a little bit like so, and then this blue open port, as you can see right there. So we'll connect to that with this blue one from Show. So my car is 2023 Tesla Model Y long range. I'll be using this one, which is labeled AMD and 2021 plus. Either Model Y or Model 3 with 2021 car model year and newer, you can use this plug right here, and you'll be plugging the same area this side. Before that, you need to turn off the car first. Just go to safety, down, power off, like so. Okay, so let's plug in the power first. Just undo the power, this white from the car, and then plug in the pass-through from Show, which is the same color, exact same size there. Now you plug the one from the car back in here. Now we get the power for that display. Next, now let's plug in this blue one right here. It's open port, so you don't have to get passed through. Alright, that's it. It's in. You can see right there. Now we get both data and power. Now we just have to run the cable up and along the dashboard. Okay, before we run the cable up the dashboard, let's test out this display first, make sure it works. So this is the adapter that you'll plug into a display. So you plug this black one, this is from the one we just plug into the car, into the adapter. Now you can plug this one into the display, and this one connects to the camera. So plug into camera right here. This is the camera. This is front forward camera. I'm not gonna be fully install the camera today. I'll show you how it works, and I'll show you where you can fish through the front side and get into the front grille of the car where you mount the camera to the car. So now let's test it first. Now we connected the camera. Now this white plug, you went into the bottom, you plug into this bottom part of the display. Like so. Now it should be power up. Let me turn on the car real quick. You can see the car is on. Display is power up right now. Okay, so the display is loaded. So when the car's in park, this is what it looks like. So it's showing the doors open right now. Now we know that display is working. Let's run the cable. Before we run the cable, let me show you where you can install and try to fish through the camera cable to the front of the car real quick. So the first step to get the camera wires fished through the front area of the car is to remove this panel first. Let me show you real quick. Use this clips, just pop it open. So now you can remove the front top, this one right here, with 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one more plastic clip that you have to remove. This one right here. So remove this, then you'll be able to remove the whole top out. After that, you should be able to fish the line down here, and then come down to this radiation vent area right here, and you can mount the camera down here facing front. Also, you get the fishing line up, and then you can go through under here, and I think this is only the way that you can get into cabin space. In the front passenger space is that air vent pipe right there, so just try to fish through that into the space inside and then connect. So I'm not gonna be installing fully for the front forward camera, because the reason being, in the future I will be installing more displays, so I don't want to install and uninstall the camera. So today I'm just gonna install the front display and then probably run the camera just exterior outside of the car and then stick somewhere in the front just to test it. Now let's run the cable. Okay, so just finished running the cable up the dashboard and then just run up, go underneath here, up here, and then go up here. And then also you should put some kind of masking tape on the dashboard, so make sure your cable doesn't block the clips right here when you put your dashboard back in. And yeah, just run along to here. So I wouldn't leave too long of the cable so it doesn't have to roll underneath your dashboard. And same way to the camera cable, I just ran the camera cable back here. You see that there are two cables, and then come down here, your camera will go in there. But get the camera install in and then fish the fishing through first and then go run the cable this way. I do opposite way because I'm not going to the front of the car. I'm just gonna have it out and then somehow just temporary tape it and then stick it in the front of the car so we can test it today. And yeah, that's it. I just need to put the panels back on, and then after that we'll install the display back on the steering wheel column over there. Right, the panels are back on. Now let's install the steering wheel column's display. Okay, first let's connect the plug first. So black for the display and yellow for the camera. And now you can install display in here. So get the cable out this way in the back of the display and then put it down and just put it in. There you go. Same thing. There you go. Pretty much done. It's really simple. Now just push this plastic clip back in here. Make sure your steering wheels are out while you're doing this, like moving out. And that's it. Alright, now we just need to put the dashboard back in here. Okay, now let's put the dashboard back in like so, and just press it down. Like the side panel, this will lock everything in place. Alright, the installation is done. Let's go through the setting real quick. So to access the setting, you press and hold to the left on your right steering wheel button right here. So just hold to the left like so, and then the menu will come out, as you can see. And to select, so just scroll up and down the steering wheels button, and you can select and adjust all these settings right here. And there's also this options plaid switch. So basically, if you have this on, every time you into drive, the first few seconds we have the plaid screen on. I'll show you later when we do a test drive on this display. And then to go back the main page, just same thing, just press this button and then we'll go back to the main page. So when you park the car, this is all you see. In the menu you can choose between the car colors. That's my car, it's gray, so you can change to gray. Let me show you in the menu real quick again, right here. So you can change the color to white, see, to white. Go back, change that back to gray. Here you go. You can change night mode, brightness, and all the details. You go back again, press again. So when you park, like I mentioned before, all you see is this the car status. So if the doors open, it will show on the display. So if the front is open, it will also show on the display. Close that back. Same thing here. if the trunk is open. If the trunk is clear, it opens in the back and it opens on the display. So it will show all the status on the car, doors, trunk, front, and everything. But this all it shows when your car's in park. But if you are in drive, let me close the door. If you are in drive, then is what you see. So let's go through all the details on here real quick. So you have speedometer right here and right here, and you have the speed limit. I kind of like this new UI that have the same style of speed limit on your main screen right here, and the status of the car and the gear you are in, the temperature, and the battery status, which has both percentage and the miles, and also the time right here, and all the lighting warning sign, warning lights are up here. And this is your odometer. Yeah, it's really clean. And oh, you can also switch 3 different UI. So by pressing and hold on this side while you in drive though, drive or reverse, or in, I think you can do neutral. Yeah, it's so even on neutral you still can see this one. So you press on this side, on the right side. So press and hold to the right, and this will show you can select. So just scroll up and down to select different UI. So you have this one. This one's kind of cool too. Let's see the UI, or press this side. There you go. So press the left to select. Press the right to change the UI. So this is the second UI. Pretty much similar information on the display, just different style. And when you scroll up and down on the right button steering wheels, like so, this will change. So distance on the autopilot, PSI, and then just the car status. Okay, let's check out another UI. Again, press to the right and then scroll to select. This is the last UI, and press to the left to select. This is really similar to I think the 10.25 display that I tested before. I think I like this UI the most. This is probably the best one in here, this one. So it's the cleanest one, looks really OEM in my opinion, and it's really clean. So this is regen and power on the bottom right here when you drive. We'll see that later in the video. Oh, so I route the camera to the front and then just temporarily stick it to the bumper. So let me park the car real quick. To access the camera, just press and hold this button right here on the right steering wheel button. Just press and hold. 1, 2. There you go. So 2 seconds. And this is the front forward camera. So you can access the camera anytime, even while you drive or when you want to park. Let's check out the camera real quick. So this is live feed. See how accurate and how far. It's gonna help a lot because with this new you see how close I am to that tripod. With this newer car with no ultrasonic sensors, they only use the camera base, which is not quite accurate. So this front forward camera would come in really handy when you park in a tight space. So that's how I really like this display a lot. I will keep testing it. A few display I probably gonna soon in the future. I'm probably gonna come back to this display and then do the proper way to run the camera cable wires and fish it out to the front. As of now, we're gonna test it with the camera temporarily attached. Let me show you real quick. So I basically just run the cable on the outside of the car and then go down the hood, the front, and then just stick the camera on right here. So that's the camera. So it's right in the middle in the front. Alright, looks really good. Let me show you the overall look of this display in my 2023 Tesla Model Y. Alright, let's go for a test drive so I can show you what the display looks like when I drive the car. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to mention, I love the size of the display. This is probably a perfect size to see through this upper portion of the steering wheels. My lens is a little wider lens, so this is, let me try to show you the right perspective. So it's something like this. So anything a little bit bigger than this will get cropped by the space at the top of the steering wheel. So this is really good size, and let's go. This is probably my favorite, like I mentioned before, my favorite UI so far, and I love how much bigger now with the speed limit label right here. And on the bottom part is the regen, so when we slow down the car we'll see that regen part. So the car is slowing down right now. You can see green, it's regen on the bottom. Okay, now let me show you different UI. So just hold to the right of the right steering wheel button, and this will show up just so you can select different UI. So let's select this one and press to the left. You can select it. Let's go. Again, scroll up and down, then we'll change the middle of the display. We'll show the function, how far apart when you drive on an autopilot between your car and the car in front of you. And the next one is the PSI for all of your tires. The next one is just the default one. Let's change another UI. I think all of the night modes UI that looks really good, really clean, and really OEM style look. Let me show you the daytime UI real quick. Let me park the car and we can change it. Okay, so here's daytime UI from the last UI before we changed to daytime. Not a big fan of daytime because I think only one issue is that all the font and lettering and numbers are in white with the light background, so it's really hard to see, as you can see. That's why I like the night mode UI better, much better. So all of them has that white numbers on it. I hope they have the update on the UI soon in the future, so that would help a lot with, I think, just change the font and the numbers to black, and everything else should look so much better. Even the daytime UI, the default one, this one, the cleanest one, the one that I like, looks acceptable because they have a little darker background, so you can see the numbers better than the other two. Let's change back. You can see nighttime UI looks so much better, especially when you have matching nighttime on the main display. As you can see, it's really good. Love the display. Alright, now let's test this display on the highway or the freeway so we can test that blind spot warning function, autopilot warning functions, and live front camera on the freeway. Let's go. So let's test out the display on the freeway right here. So I'm on autopilot right now, as you can see in the car, and on the display showing autopilot symbol right here, and we'll see if it shows the autopilot running on the display. It's showing the correct speed limit right here, as you can see. It's running right now. It's awesome. You can see the blue blinking light on the top. That is autopilot running. As I move, then it stops. Okay, now let's try the blind spot warning function. Turning the signal on the right now. You see it's turning red because the car right next to me. Show you another shot of blind spot warning again. There's one car right there. Turn on the light. Car right next to me right now. You can see it's red on the right. Now try the left. Here's another closer look of autopilot warning. As you can see, both display blinking blue on the top. I love both the blind spot warning function and the autopilot warning function on this display, which make it really awesome, because this is probably the only display, instrument cluster display, that offer both of these functions on the display. And it's really convenient, really functional. You don't have to keep looking at this main screen to see that red car, because it won't even warn you that the car is next to you until you're like really going to change the lane. As you can see the autopilot warning again. As I mentioned before, the camera you can activate anytime, even while you're driving. So just press and hold this button right here for 2 seconds. Then it'll change to the front forward camera. As you can see, it's really nice and wide angle camera for the front forward camera. Okay, let me show you real quick what it looks like when I have the plaid switch on. And so basically when you start, just shift to drive and then start driving for the first few seconds, I will just change to a plaid mode, as you can see here. There, it stops. I'm okay with the plaid functions. Probably don't use it at all. It just you know, extra options, extra functions to the display. It's really gimmicky, in my opinion. It doesn't have any. It doesn't add much to the display. As it is, it looks really cool already. I'm back from test drive with the display. It looks really awesome. Love all the functions, and I want to point out a little bit here with the shape of the display screen, especially this rounded corner right here and the rounded corner on the main screen of Tesla car. It matches perfectly, as you can see when it changed to the night mode, and the night mode on the display looks super OEM. If one of my friends that never had a Tesla car before coming into this car and see this display, there's no way that person can tell this display is an aftermarket display and didn't come with the car. It looks really nice. It's nicely blended with the interior of Tesla Model Y and Model 3. Really cool.